Introducing new Ultramar Supreme, a gasoline that keeps injectors immaculate and valves deposit-free. Just imagine what it can do for your car. Ultramar Supreme. More energy, more drive.
Because you won't make it on smiles alone. Air Atlantic and Canadian Airlines have more flights to more places in Atlantic Canada. We can fly you to your destination in the morning and have you back home with your family the same night. Air Atlantic and Canadian Airlines. Our world revolves around you.
A red fox pup is blind for its first 10 days, but in a few months can be left alone and is full grown in a year. A few interesting facts about this clever animal. Its length may be over 40 inches, but 15 inches of that may be bushy tail. A 10-pound fox can squeeze through a 4-inch hole. Its wiliness has enabled it to thrive in agricultural areas and even in city suburbs. Red foxes are mainly nocturnal and live on insects, vegetable matter, small mammals, and birds. A pair produces only 1 litter of 4 or 5 pups per year, and the average fox has a rather short lifespan in the wild. For a more complete story on the red fox, contact the Canadian Wildlife Service in Ottawa.
If you need some big laughs, don't miss Tom Hanks on the next Oprah Winfrey Show.
Tomorrow at 5.
This week at Zellers, we're helping you save money. During Zellers days, it's easy. WorkGuard lightweight work boots are just $69.97. These safety-approved, insulated, and leather-lined boots are just what the job calls for. But then it's never hard work getting value at Zellers, because with everything you buy, you get free valuable Club Z points that add up to free gifts.
At Zellers, where the lowest price is the law.
Mazda trucks are Canada's #1 selling import pickup. How do we stay in front? By giving you unbeatable value. Now, make a deal on any Mazda truck and you'll get free automatic transmission or equivalent value credit of up to $850. Free automatic transmission on all Mazda pickups, plus the best warranty in the business.
Just the way we do it, making you feel just right.
Available for a limited time only. Today's most requested love songs. A very special double album for very special people. Perfect for those cozy stay-at-home nights. By popular demand, today's most requested love songs, a superb double album from Quality Records. It's in stores now.
Why does Midas offer a free 49-point brake inspection on most foreign and domestic cars? Because there's more to testing your brakes than pumping the pedal up and down. Today's anti-lock and other advanced braking systems perform like crazy, but they're complex. They demand the kind of thoroughness and attention to detail that we wrote the book on. So it takes 49 separate checks and a little time. But it's free, and it could be the time of your life. Nobody tops the Top Gun. Nobody.
You're successful, for God's sake. Try to relax and enjoy it.
All he ever wanted was a bigger piece of the good life.
I think I'd be good for him.
Make it happen. He got everything he wanted and lost everything he had. Rob Lowe, James Spader, Bad Influence.
Opens Friday at a theater near you. Check your local listings.
Saturday at 8 on ASN.
Where did you get such a weird plant?
Savor the spectacle of the first plant in motion picture history to sing for its supper.
I'm just a mean green brother from outer space, and I'm big.
Rick Moranis, Ellen Green, and Steve Martin.
You have a talent for causing things. Hey!
James Belushi, John Candy, and Bill Murray. Little Shop of Horrors, Saturday at 8 on ASN.
No, this ain't bland. This is the real taste, the real good taste of living. This is reality, no TV fantasy. A secret recipe for one great taste. Kentucky Fried Chicken, the real taste of living.
From high in the mountains come the coffee beans that give Nescafe Columbia its unique, mellow, rich taste. Nescafe Columbia.
Cheetos presents Chester Cheetah.
I'm Chester Cheetah. I'm just a cool dude in a loose mood. Until I see those Cheetos. Then my cool turns to drool. My style and ease surrender to my urge for the snack that goes crunch. It's not easy being cheesy.
Cheetos cheese-flavored snack. Cheese that goes crunch. It was a time of gangland warfare.
I want to get Capone. I don't know how to get him.
Of Prohibition and Al Capone.
There is violence in Chicago, of course, but not by me and not by anybody I employ.
Kevin Costner.
What is this, a game?
Sean Connery.
And what are you prepared to do now? What would you have me do?
Robert De Niro as Al Capone.
Somebody messes with me, I'm going to mess with him. You fellas are untouchable.
The Untouchables. Monday at 8 on ASN.
You look like you stepped right out of Life magazine.
Or just stepped back into it.
I have come here from the future. From 25 years ahead.
I think that you're probably crazy.
She's not crazy, and she has some very valuable inside information.
You bought an Edsel.
And she's going to use it to change her old future.
What the hell has changed, Peggy Sue?
Change your destiny, Peggy Sue.
Kathleen Turner and Nicolas Cage and Peggy Sue got married. March 18th on ASN. Man's inhumanity to man.
The black child, smart or dumb, you're born into this. And smart or dumb, you'll die in it.
A true story of suffering and injustice. Cry Freedom, Sunday at 8.
People like you.
People want variety and service, and we've got it.
People like me.
We carry hundreds of different deli items.
Anything what is available in the cookbook, we should carry. And we try our best to do so.
Thank you. This is your better choice for a sandwich. Deli customers are looking for something special, something a little bit different.
At Sobeys, we're people like you, people like you. People like you. People like me.
Of course they have a God.
Making the most of each day, for this is the way life should be. The way life should be. The best is for you. And all that you do. This feeling of pride we're keeping alive. At Sobeys for people like you.
When there's a sale at Dairy Queen, it's always good news. When what's on sale is the famous DQ banana split, that's very good news. Very, very good news. And when all DQ Royal treats are on sale for an irresistible $1.99, that just may be the best news of all.
We treat you right.
Push that clutch, shift that gear, release that clutch, grab that stick.
Stop! Let Mazda free you from the clutches of manual labor. Free automatic transmission on 626, MX6, Protege, 323 hatchback, and all Mazda trucks. Free automatic transmission or equivalent value credit, plus the best warranty in the business.
It just feels right.
You know which premium gasoline exceeds BMW performance standards, recognized as the toughest in the industry? Introducing new Ultramar Supreme, a gasoline that keeps injectors immaculate and valves deposit-free. Just imagine what it can do for your car. Ultramar Supreme. More energy, more drive.
This Wednesday, dial a movie on ASN. 3 different movie features will be shown on your screen with corresponding telephone numbers. You choose the 8 p.m. great movie feature that you'd like to see. Then, call in your votes. The phone lines will be open from 6 p.m. Tuesday until 6 p.m. Wednesday night. After all the votes are in, we'll announce the 8 p.m. Dial a Movie feature. Dial a Movie, Wednesday night on ASN.
People like you.
I joined Big Sisters and they gave me a little brother.
People like me.
I've been in the choir over 20 years. I've lived here all my life. We know most of our customers as they come in the store.
The idea is just to be a friend.
At Sobeys where people like you. People like you.
Yeah, sure.
People like me. Making the most of each day. Oh, this is the way life should be. The best is for you.
Thanks already.
In all that you do. It's feeling of pride. We're keeping alive. And Sobeys for people like you.
Well, hello there. Gee, I've never had this many admirers in my bedroom at the same time. Anyway, I feel much better thanks to my Shoppers Drug Mart pharmacist. She always looks after me. She recommended a cold remedy, took the time to find the right cough syrup, answered all my questions. My Shoppers Drug Mart pharmacist treats me like a star, and I am a star. I really am.
You people are too much! You're buying medium and large soft drinks at McDonald's and getting some pretty impressive discounts on McDonald's food, like a McChicken sandwich, only 99 cents, or a cone for just 25 cents. You're even playing for incredible cash prizes from $100 to $50,000. That's a lot of zeros. But can I get serious for a moment? Linda's hands are getting tired, so hurry up and play McDonald's Treasure Cups now before it's over. You people, you're too much.
There's now a meeting point for all forms of cultures.
This week on the new music, spend an hour in the south of France watching the deals go down at the BDM conference.
Made some great contacts for Bolero Lava and Sons of Freedom.
We've made deals for all of our catalog.
We did get a gig in Glasgow.
And find out why the conference is such a hit with the artists.
Music brings us together and makes the world small.
You have new ideas, new ways of working.
A 1-hour special of this year's BDM conference this week on the new music.
I have never done anything right. I've been going around with my head in a sling for years.
Building frustrations turn into a deadly tragedy.
You're tearing me apart!
Please lock me up. I'm going to hit somebody. I'm going to do something I don't...
The new kid on the block enters into a deadly game to become part of the in crowd.
Jim, what happened? What kind of trouble are you in?
A boy, a kid was killed tonight.
James Dean and Natalie Wood in Rebel Without a Cause, March 19th on ASN.
You've heard his hauntingly beautiful music in movies, on radio and TV. He's sold over 20 million records round the world. His name is Zamfir, master of the pan flute, that magical instrument with the unforgettable sound. Now in his magnificent all-new collection, Zamfir plays the world's most beautiful melodies. Relax, as Zamfir sweeps you away to a world of haunting, tranquil beauty. Your best loved melodies. richly orchestrated in Zamfir's all-new two-record treasury. But remember, this magnificent collection is not sold in stores. Please stay tuned to order.
Have your credit card ready and call 902-469-9191. That's 902-469-9191. You can also save COD charges by sending $19.98 for 2 records or 2 cassettes or $24.98 for 2 compact discs, plus $4 shipping to Zamfir. P.O. Box 1120, Armdale, Nova Scotia. B3L 4M2. Order now, 902-469-9191.
Saturday at 8 on ASN.
Where did you get such a weird plant?
Savor the spectacle of the first plant in motion picture history to sing for its supper.
I'm just a mean green brother from outer space, and I'm bad.
Rick Moranis, Ellen Green, and Steve Martin.
You have a talent for causing things. Hey!
James Belushi, John Candy, and Bill Murray. Little Shop of Horrors, Saturday at 8 on ASN.
Steve Biko is one of the few people who can still save South Africa.
A black activist and a white newspaper editor risk their lives to fight the indefensible apartheid system of South Africa.
I just expect to be treated like you expect to be treated.
A system that strips native blacks of any shred of human dignity.
We're gonna catch you red-handed one day. Then we'll see how human you are.
The true story of anti-apartheid activists Steve Biko and Donald Woods. Cry Freedom, Sunday.
James!
All I wanted was a sweet distraction for an hour or two. Had no intention to do the things we've done. Funny how it always goes with love when you don't look, you find. But then we're two of a kind. We move as one. We're an all-time high. We'll change all that's gone before, doing so much more than falling in love on an all-time high. We'll take on the world and win. So hold on tight, let the flight begin. I don't want to waste a waking moment. I don't want to sleep. I'm in so strong and so deep, and so are you. In my time I've said these words before, but now I realize my heart was telling me lies. For you they're true. We're an all-time high.
Join us again tomorrow at 8 when we present Romance and Adventure in Colombia. Kathleen Turner, Michael Douglas, and Danny DeVito star in Romancing the Stone, your main attraction, tomorrow night.
We'll take on the world and win. So hold on tight.
Are charter buses traveling on a collision course with disaster? Find out on Inside Edition.
Coming up on Inside Edition, tomorrow at 6.
Now, Atlantic Pulse 10 with Ron Kronstein, Yvonne Colbert, and weather with Dwayne Lowe.
Good evening. In the news tonight, the Newfoundland government has thrown the country into a state over its announcement on Meech Lake today.
And in Halifax, the men's championship has all but been decided at the World Figure Skating event. All this and more tonight, but first to the ASN Weather Center, where Joanne Nugent is preparing the Friday forecast. Joanne?
Thanks, Ron. Good evening. The high-pressure system that's brought us the sunshine continues.
We will see some cloud overnight, though, as a weak trough crosses the region. The sunshine returns tomorrow. This time it will be accompanied by warm temperatures, though, and spring-like conditions. And we've got even better news for the weekend. I'll have more on that later, Ron.
Thank you, Joanne. Tonight was the night most people had been waiting for at the World's Figure Skating Championships, one of several climaxes to come at this prestigious competition. It was the men's free skate, the final event to determine the men's championship. It was a battle between Canada's Kurt Browning and the Soviet Union's Viktor Petrenko. Regardless of the outcome, both men gave outstanding performances. Our Kurt Studley is standing by live at the Halifax Metro Centre to bring us the outcome. Kurt, it's still going on, but what a night.
Oh, it's just incredible, Ron. Petrenko, of course, started off the last group of men, the top 5, and he was simply outstanding. Let's take a quick look now at some highlights from his performance. Right off the bat, Viktor Petrenko throws in a triple combination, a Lutz and then a triple toe loop, and he landed them both perfectly. Another triple Lutz, a double, a triple, and then he had a little problem, just a small one, a 2-foot landing on a combination. But for Viktor Petrenko, the marks were not really there. For technical merit, he had 5 7s and 5 8s and even 1 5 8. 5 6 rather, artistic impression, 5 8s and 5 9s and a 5 7 thrown in there. So not outstanding for Viktor Petrenko, although technically sound, he did not get the marks for artistic impression, Ron.
Now what about the other Kurt everybody was watching for down there tonight, Kurt Browning. Outstanding performance. Everybody was waiting for him to do that incredible quad jump that he does.
That's right, Ron, and he did not do it. Obviously, he had been listening or at least watching in on Viktor Petrenko. He did not even attempt the quad. It was supposed to be the first jump of the evening, and if we take a look at the highlights now, his first jump of the evening was a triple toe loop, then a double toe loop. A nice combination to start off. All in all, Kurt Browning threw in 8 triples in this performance, and 6 of them came in the last minute and a half of the performance. It was simply incredible, and the crowd, of course, was into it for all they were worth. Now, if you take a look at Kurt Browning's marks on the evening, they were outstanding, although no 6s for either Petrenko or Browning. Technical merit, Kurt Browning with 7 5 9s and 2 5 8s. Artistic impression, 6 5 9s and 3 5 8s. Kurt Browning is still the men's world figure skating champion. Ron.
All right, Kurt, now, we were talking about this earlier. This is the story that everybody was watching there tonight.
That's right. The ladies' program, of course, the short program goes tomorrow, and then on Saturday, the big free skate final for the ladies. But the disappointment here is that the champion, the defending champion, Madeira Ito of Japan, is in 10th position after the figures, and it would be a hard climb back for her to retain her championship. It's all but been handed to Jill Trenery of the United States. Our only Canadian, Lisa Sargent, is in 7th spot and could do well in the upcoming programs, the short and the free skate program on Saturday, Ron.
Okay, Kurt, thank you very much. We'll be checking back in with you again tomorrow.
All right, Ron.
That was Kurt Studley live at the Halifax Metro Centre, the site of the World's Figure Skating Championship, where Canadian Kurt Browning has all but claimed the men's championship. Yvonne?
Ron, the government of Newfoundland may have delivered the knockout punch to the Meech Lake Constitutional Accord today. Liberal Premier Clyde Wells has been threatening to rescind Newfoundland's ratification of the accord ever since he took over from the former Tory government. Today, he made it official. In the speech from the throne opening the new session of the Newfoundland legislature, the government says a resolution to rescind approval of the accord will be introduced, although no time frame has been given. In Ottawa tonight, there is angry reaction to this latest development. Ken McDonald has more.
There was some swift and hostile reaction in Ottawa to the Wells government's decision. Joe Clark lashed out at the Newfoundland Premier, calling him a man with a considerable ego who may not be speaking for average Newfoundlanders.
I believe that the people of Newfoundland and Labrador will want to be heard on the side of Canadian unity.
But the most angry reaction came from Quebec Tory MPs, who say this latest rejection of Meech Lake is just one more slap in the face to Quebecers.
And if the other provinces of Canada don't want me as a Canadian, I'll go back home and I'll stay there and I'll be very happy, and all my family too. And tell that to Mr. Wells.
Girard and other Quebec Tories are considering whether they should stay in federal politics if Meech Lake is rejected in June.
That's another reason for Quebec members to make a new reflection on the Canada, and I think it's maybe it's the end of this country, like we know.
Not all Quebec Tories have given up hope, though. Some think Meech Lake can still be saved.
We still have 3 months to go. As a former negotiator, as Minister of Labour, I've always keep positive with respect to ongoing negotiations.
But another Tory minister is repeating his warning that the very future of the country is at stake.
We cannot say what will happen after the 24th. Nobody can say that. Neither for Quebec nor for Canada. And for that reason why I'm still hoping that it could go through.
Meanwhile, the Prime Minister's point man on the Constitution says that today's developments notwithstanding, he still expects Clyde Wells to live up to a commitment he made at the last First Ministers' Conference in November.
Premier Wells committed himself not to rescind the constitutional resolution so long as discussions were continuing. As I pointed out to some of you this morning, discussions are continuing.
Some MPs, including NDP leader Audrey McLaughlin, are now calling the divisions over Meech Lake a national crisis. And McLaughlin is urging the Prime Minister to call an immediate First Ministers' Conference. However, Senator Murray says at this point he doesn't see how such a meeting could break the Meech Lake impasse. Ken McDonald, Independent Satellite News, Ottawa.
Daycare workers in Nova Scotia have already planned another one-day walkout for later this month. Today, more than 500 men, women, and children converged on Province House in Halifax to show their support for daycare workers in the province. Workers from 37 non-profit and private daycare centers stayed off the job today to protest average yearly wages of $13,500. It was one of the biggest demonstrations ever against the Nova Scotia government, and it had the Premier of the province bolting out the front door. Late this afternoon, the Premier agreed to meet with a coalition of striking daycare workers, but not much came out of that session. Also late today, the Community Services Minister met with the Board of Directors at the North End Daycare Centre, where workers have been off the job since Monday. Following that session, the Minister, Guy Leblanc, said he was hopeful something could be worked out and a new offer may be made to the employees as early as tomorrow.
Today is International Women's Day, a time when women around the world reflect on their achievements and look ahead to challenges of the future. As Janice Landry reports tonight, protests rather than celebrations mark this Women's Day in Halifax.
The cheers might have been loud on this International Women's Day, but for the most part they weren't cheerful. Pro-choicers gathered in Halifax to demand that women have a right to choose abortion.
We have a right to abortions when and if we need them. We have a right to control conception. And as one of the signs said so succinctly the other day, Nancy, stay out of our panties. And I think that that's a message that we would like to send our legislators today.
The rally took place across the street from the courthouse where Dr. Henry Morgenthaler was to be tried this week on 14 charges of performing illegal abortions at his maritime clinic. His trial has been adjourned till June. After their rally, the pro-choicers marched to City Hall in Halifax to join other demonstrators. International Women's Day had its origin on March 8, 1910, when Clara Zetkin proposed to the International Socialist Congress in Denmark to dedicate this day to women's struggle for equality. So it's ironic that on this day, a huge daycare strike looms over the province. On this Women's Day, hundreds of daycare workers from around the province are holding a one-day strike demanding higher pay. They came to Halifax in a show of support for 17 daycare workers here who went out on strike Monday for more pay.
I think we all know that International Women's Day is an important opportunity to come together to celebrate our gains and our achievements, to reflect on what we need to do, and to reassign our priorities. But I think we also know that it's an occasion on which we are going to refuse to accept empty rhetoric and broken promises.
Meanwhile, a happier scene across town where Lieutenant Governor Lloyd Krause and the head of the Provincial Status of Women attended a gathering at Adsum House, the only shelter for homeless women in Atlantic Canada.
The occupancy rate has been at an all-time high over the last few months, through these winter months. I think that causes all of us some concern about why is this happening? Why is there a trend? Are we seeing more homeless people? What is the situation? I think we have to look behind those figures for starters.
In Halifax, Janice Landry, Atlantic Pulse.
The RCMP will not conduct an investigation into the man who bore the brunt of criticism in the Marshall report. Today, the Mounties responded to criticism of them by that inquiry, but said former Deputy Attorney General Gordon Coles will not be charged with any offense. The RCMP do, however, accept the criticism that the Mounties mishandled the Donald Marshall case and caved into political pressure in their investigations of Tory Cabinet Ministers Rolly Thornhill and Billy Joe McLean. The Mounties also today added their name to the list of apologies to Donald Marshall for his wrongful imprisonment. They also plan to take steps to ensure fairer treatment for Native people and minorities. The captain of an American fishing vessel who pleaded guilty to illegally fishing in Canadian waters has been fined $50,000. 32-year-old Mark Zabel of Portland, Maine was also ordered today to forfeit his catch worth $8,000. Zabel's vessel, the Aaron and Melissa, was seized by Fisheries Patrol officers on Georges Bank on Monday.
There's a move underway in New Brunswick to better manage solid waste. Old dumps have been closed down in the Fredericton and Bathurst areas to make way for sanitary and environmentally friendly landfill sites. The Greater Moncton area is also looking at a way to better handle its garbage. Pat Foran has more.
It's estimated the average household produces more than 1 ton of garbage every year. Garbage that in most cases makes its way to local dump sites where refuse is unsorted and poorly looked after.
New Brunswick is trying to get a hold of its garbage situation. There are currently 225 dumps scattered throughout the province with no set pattern. Even Moncton's dump is within city limits.
The Westmoreland Albert Solid Waste Committee is looking for a better system to manage garbage here. There are 21 dumps in the region. The committee wants one site for the 2 counties. They are looking at 3 options: composting, incineration with energy recovery, or a sanitary landfill site. The new location would not be responsible for existing dumps.
The first thing, of course, is to properly close them, make sure that dumping does not continue at those sites.
The committee says there is increased interest in recycling garbage, and a sorting system could be put in place at collection time. Public meetings will be held soon to get input from the public as to what should be done with the area's trash.
We're not here to sell the public on a sanitary landfill or incineration or composting in their backyard. We're here to ask the public to tell us, to sell us on what decision we should make and where it should be located.
In Moncton, Pat Foran, Atlantic Pulse.
Still to come tonight on Atlantic Pulse, Lithuania, where plans for independence are now well underway.
But coming up next, an Atlantic-Canadian couple expand their search for their missing daughter to Toronto. All this and more when Atlantic Pulse continues.
There are lots of ways to enjoy the great taste of Swiss Chalet.
You get the plate, you look at the chicken, your taste buds, they get all worked up. You cut into a piece of chicken and head for the sauce. Then you make a move on the fries, everything gets dipped. Careful though, you have to save just enough sauce for the wing. How did I arrive at such an exact way of enjoying the taste of Swiss Chalet? Practice. Lots and lots of practice.
Use your Swiss Chalet coupons from Shoppers Drug Mart by April 1st.
They say you can't have everything in life. Who are they?
Some people say a car is something you wear.
Wow!
Like my new outfit?
Here comes the war of the monster trucks. The most spectacular display of raw power ever captured on home video. 13,000 pounds of destruction on wheels. There's down and dirty mud boggers. Plus the awesome power of the monster tug of war. Muscle machines in the ultimate battle. You won't believe your eyes. A triple play. Race into the finish. Tournament of Destruction or War of the Monster Trucks. Pick one. Only $19.99 and only from Quality Special Products.